Hey guys, welcome back to this another video, and in this video we are going to discuss about data types and variables. Before beginning, you should know that Java is a strongly typed language and all the variables that we use should be strictly defined. Now let's see how these data types are grouped together. There are 8 data types in Java and are put together in these 4 groups. Now first of all, let's talk about integers. It contains 4 data types which you can see, and the list follows an increasing order, byte being the smallest and long being the largest one. And this integer data types cannot hold any decimal values, rather floating point. These data types are used for doing so. Talking about byte, it is the smallest integer data type, and it is used when we are working with a stream of data from a network or a file. They are also useful when we are working with raw binary data that may not be directly compatible with other Java built-in types. To explore byte, let's quickly write a short program. So this program will help you understand the way of using variables in Java. And first of all, we start by writing the data type of the variable, and in this case that is byte byte, and then we give it a name, and the variable name is any valid identifier. And you must be familiar with the identifier names from the previous tutorial, so let me give it a name num. And now we assign it to a value, and we do this by writing the variable name and the assignment operator, that is equals, and we give it any value that is within the range of byte. Let's give it 123, and now let's print this value, and the byte value is plus and num. So what am I doing here is I'm printing out this text, and I'm concatenating this num to this text, and we do this by using the plus sign, and this statement will print the byte value is this. So when we run it, we should get the byte value is 123. And now you might be wondering what the range of byte is. Find that, follow this. Create another variable name byte, and then mi and mean and capital V and value equals to capital B, and hit control space, and it will give the option of byte, and select that dot and then mean value, and use semicolon to terminate that statement, and create another variable max value equals byte dot max value. And you see that here we had used 2 statements to assign num to 123, and that can be done in this single line as well. Now what this line does is it assigns the minimum value of byte to mean value, and this line assigns the maximum value of byte to the max value. So let's print both these values, and to do so copy this line, control C, and paste this, and append this line writing the minimum byte value is and the maximum byte value is. In this case it will be type mi and mean, and then press Ctrl plus spacebar, and it will give the possible options, and that will be mean value, and in this case again max and then control space and max value. So when we print this, we will get the byte value is 123, the minimum byte value is 120 minus 128, and the maximum byte value is 127. So if you exceed this range, then you will get an error message. So let's try one. Instead of 123, type in 129, and when we run this program, you can see here Eclipse also gives us an error message. That will be type mismatch cannot convert from int to byte. And run this program, proceed, and you'll get that error message, same like what Eclipse would, cannot convert from int to byte. What happened here is it exceeded the range of byte, so the Java compiler treated this value to be int, and since byte has low capacity than int, it cannot be used as a byte value, so we got an error message. So this was all about byte, and now let's talk about sort data type. And sort is probably the least used data type, since it is mostly applicable for 16-bit computers, which no one uses anymore. Now let's modify this program that will work for sort. Change this byte to short sort, and this again, this byte to short sort, and again this to short, all the byte to sort, and this will be sh sort, and again this will be sh and sort, and the minimum sort and the minimum sort. And now when you run the program, you will get this, and you can see sort is pretty much larger than byte, but it is very least used. And moving on to int, it is the most commonly used integer data type. This data type is used to control loops, as well as it is used with arrays. Now let's modify this program to see how int behaves. Int num, and then int, and here it will be something not int, but in this case it would be integer, integer, and again int, integer, and int, and when we run this program, we should get what we expected. Now the final data type, final integer data type, long, is used when int is not enough to hold the desired value, and the range of long is pretty huge. And let's write another program that will demonstrate the power of it. So we will be writing a program that would compute the distance traveled by light in miles given the number of days. So let's comment what our program is going to do. Program to compute distance traveled by light in miles. So now let's declare all the variables that we are going to need. One of them is light speed, the other one would be days, and seconds, since the value of seconds can be very used, we will be using long. And finally distance. Now let's assign all these variables to the values. and light speed would be 186,000. No, that is distance of light in miles per second. And let's give days a value that would be 500, and seconds will be days times 24 hours, 60 minutes and 60 seconds. Now let's comment what we just did, and this is speed of light in miles per second, and this would be specify number of days. Finally, convert days into seconds. Now the final thing would be find the distance, and that would be light speed times it, and it controls space, and you'll get seconds. Now the final thing to be done is printing the distance. For that, type system.out. Only print this time, and here is the string arg0, and type in plus days, and again days light travels, and in another line type in distance plus miles. Now when we run it, then we will get in 500 days light travels this miles. So you saw how use the range of long edge, and we could not have done it if it was int. Now this much is for the integer data type, and now we will move on to floating point types.